And here we go. Okay, we're doing Pokemon Green version.
Hello, hello! We're doing Pokemon Green version!
Yeah. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is probably a reproduction copy. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I got it used for like $15.
Well, I mean, it's still Pokemon Green, so...
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty... that answers my question. I was about to ask if this was in English.
No, it's
Are we?
no, it's in Japanese. But I've got a piece of paper. I've got the Cerebi.net guide pulled up with like the Gen 1 Pokedex, so I can just write down like what moves the dudes have and stuff.
Alright, we're about to get a crash course in kanji and hiragana, like a Duolingo would be proud of us, but I suppose we should introduce ourselves as Professor Oak is asking us to introduce ourselves, right?
Yeah, I'm Beandip.
Is that it? That's it? Oh my God. He's Beandip. I'm Keo. Hi. I'm over on Twitch and YouTube is Kiodiiya. Also on Instagram. You see a bunch of my dumbass sketches on there, but mostly play video games. Such as these video games we are doing today. What is your name? Do you have any idea what that means?
It's 13 Happy Face.
I was about to say, can we just name ourselves Happy Face?
Yeah, okay, just
No.
a happy face, just a happy face.
Just a happy face. Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
I realize now that you said something, I forgot to put your Twitch name on here, but I'll probably be able to like edit it in afterwards.
Editor! Fucking
Editor,
put it in post.
fucking fix it!
Fix it! Oh god, has it been a minute? Hopefully it has.
I can have an editor fix it.
Editor!
Editor!
Throw in a minute's worth of content that we haven't made yet. I'm enjoying the first, because honestly my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Crystal, because me and my parents knew absolutely nothing about Pokemon other than like fun characters and fun times, and every other kid on the damn block's talking about it. So I had no idea that there was a game before that until I met a playground friend who had Pokemon Yellow, and I was like, what do you mean Pikachu follows you like you're a main character in an anime? That sounds amazing. And here we are. Oh god, this is like real. Oh god. This is like some real Japanese.
Yeah, I just got the potion from the PC, and I had to write down that that's the first slot in the inventory. So if we need a potion, we got it.
Alright, hell yeah. Honestly, I feel like this is the speedrunner strat of like, if we really need some help, we'll just look up some speedrunner strategies, and I'm sure that the Japanese version is better by like 2 milliseconds, and that's everybody's go-to, right?
So for people that don't know what this is, this game came out in Japan before we got Red and Blue version, and the sprites are awful, and it's also a slower game engine, so it takes a long time for things to load sometimes.
Oh, so it's the total opposite. I didn't know that.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, I was saying like maybe the original two that were in Japanese were maybe like faster for speedrun strats, but it sounds like because it's got a worse engine that maybe it's the total opposite.
You might be able to beat it faster than the American Red and Blue because it's also the Red and Green version were even glitchier than Red and Blue are, so there might be new glitches that let you cut out more of the game, but
oh god.
I think the only one I'm gonna want to mess with is the Mew glitch, because Mew looks so bad on this.
I want to see my deformed naked mole rat. I want to see my little naked mole rat Rufus. Oh, can we name him like the Japanese equivalent of Rufus?
I don't know what the Japanese equivalent of Rufus would be. Squirrel's got his little hands up. He's looking for a hug, but he's kind of got weird arms.
Yeah. is a little... Oh, I thought you said yes. I was
Oh.
just like, well, I guess we're going with him. Oh, gosh.
Bulbasaur doesn't look too
He's-
bad. Although if
he-
you looked directly in his eyes for a few seconds, it's weird.
You know, he kind of looks a lot more like a frog in
Yeah.
this one. I'm not gonna lie. The sprite, like, really does telegraph frog. Oh, God, I'm scared to see my boy Charmander.
Oh, we looked at Charmander earlier, but yeah, he's
Oh, sorry, I missed.
edited.
Oh, no. No. What did they do? They turned him into a magical girl.
Yeah. How about that weird looking bottom of his sole of his foot? It's got a little shape on it.
Oh, man. I don't...
So
I thought I had opinions. They're all pretty equally terrible. At least Squirtle wants to hug you. But, like, you kind of gotta go with Charizard, right?
Are you on Charizard? I can tell you Charizard looks awful. Like when it's fully evolved, it looks bad.
Yeah, but it's Charizard. It's a fan favorite for a reason. That's your boy.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's gonna be your boy. What's the Japanese equivalent of your boy? Oh.
Oh, did you want to give it a nickname, a shape?
I mean, if we do, I'll have no idea what the characters mean. Because honestly, I believe none of this is kanji, but it is hiragana, and katakana, which is just so far above my reading level.
Did you notice? I named myself Happy Face, but the rival's name is Sideways Happy Face.
Oh my, he's edgy. He's edgy, sideways, happy face. Oh, hell no. This is about to be trial and error, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
obviously that's fight. Like, we all know where fight and run is, but I don't know which one's Pokemon and which one's bag. And
Oh.
certainly, okay, yeah, the one that has less power points is going to be the fighting move. That's actually going to be a pretty good indicator without us having to look anything up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm writing it down. Yeah, that first one is Scratch. It's got Scratch and Growl right now. If we lose this fight, it's fine. Nothing bad happens.
Other than our dignity being damaged. Oh, wow. Okay. The Nuzlocke's over before it even started. For clarity, this is not a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, no, we're not doing nothing like that.
No.
I just thought Kyo, as somebody who's really into art, might really like seeing how bad these original sprites were.
I've seen the images, especially because, like, occasionally, like, cursed images will come across my Instagram, my social media feeds, and these are a popular one. Oh boy,
Mhm.
these are bad.
I definitely want to do the Mew glitch and show you how Mew looks in this game. I remember Charizard and Dragonite are both especially bad. Ekans is especially bad.
Oh no.
Give me that potion.
Dear Lord. So I know that people in America specifically were questioning, like, how good of reading comprehension do you need to be able to play Pokemon? And holy fuck, like, this is straight up preventing anyone who hasn't graduated the 6th grade from being able to read this.
Yeah,
What the hell?
It says shop.
Wait, why is that in English?
Yeah, because I think on the English version it says Mart, right?
It says Mart. It's Mart's shop. It was franchised between games.
Yeah, Pokemon Blue version was the first video game I ever played, and I wound up learning to read well at a very young age, specifically because I was so determined to figure out how the game worked, because I was just kind of wandering around with no idea what was going on at first.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So I know we didn't share that same. I was actually like a pretty fantastic reader as a kid, and God, I haven't picked up a book that wasn't manga or smut in fucking years. But that was too much information to tell the internet. Anyway, about my childhood, Yeah, so like a decent reader, like once I actually got into the game, like I didn't have any problems like reading any of the text or anything like that. The problem happened at the very first part of Pokemon Crystal, where there's no introduction to the game. Like the beginning happens, it's a really epic scene, and then you're just in a room. And what my ass didn't know was you're supposed to walk on the carpet to go outside.
Oh, yeah, the floor mat, yeah.
Yeah, so my, like, 7th grade reading level at age 11 ass got stuck in this room like it was the back rooms for a solid 30 minutes. I complained to my parental figure, who had just bought it from the store. He was literally putting his jacket on to go back to the store and return it. And I figured out, like, granted, this man was going for his master's at this point. He could not figure out that you stand on the damn mat and get an arrow to get out. Neither of us could figure it out for, like, nearly an hour. So, just to say, reading's not everything. You also need basic common sense to play Pokemon, of which I was sorely lacking.
And so you say basic common sense, but I've actually... That was a pretty common problem. People started out in the rooms on, like, the first 2 generations of games, and they're like, I don't know how to leave. Is this what Pokemon is? You're stuck in a room forever?
Oh my god. Yeah, I guarantee you, what's his name that we don't talk about? Oh, jeez, I shouldn't bring up the back rooms. I'm sorry. But maybe that's where the idea came from, you know? You get stuck in your house for a solid 45 minutes before the best adventure of your life. You're like, what if that never ended? Well, and especially when you spend like 45 minutes in this room, finally figure it out, and you go outside and you throw your new pet lizard at a rat, and you're like, Pokemon's amazing.
Oh, I don't think I said bye to the mom yet, even though you don't got to, and I have no idea what she's saying.
She healed you. She knows you have no idea what she's saying, but she still wants to take care of you.
I feel like a dog or a cat right now. This must be what it's like to be a dog and just exist.
I mean, yeah, you understand, like, maybe 1 or 2 things. Like, eventually we're gonna recognize the symbols for, like, potion and Pokeball and... You know. I know the symbol for... Which is very... I don't know why that's really hitting me as funny. That instead of just, like... Because in the English version, it's just, oh, a wild Pidgey appeared, or whatever it is. But it's just, a wild Pidgey! Just, like, I imagine you're 20 hours into your journey, and a Pidgey walks out, and you're still just like, ah. Just, this music is...
Iconic, yeah, this is the music of my childhood.
Oh my gosh. Is this aging us? Are we old? I don't care. If I'm old, I don't want to be young. I fucking love this music. This is basically when I envision the perfect RPG music. This is one of the games that I specifically hold as a meter stick. I never actually experienced like the original Zelda games either, but I'll put them both on the same level as just the ability to transport you back to a better time, man. If you're young and you're watching this, don't worry, you'll get there. You'll hear the Fortnite music in 20 years, and you'll be right where I am right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. What'd you name him?
He's... Sideways smiley face.
He's angry smiley face. I forgot. He's sassy smiley face.
Yeah, it's that very first symbol there. It's like a sideways, like if you tilt your head to the left, it looks like a smiley face. And then ours is an upright smiley face.
I recognize a decent amount of these characters. Got no idea what they say. Oh my god, he's level 9?
Yeah, this fight's optional, and I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but I want to try to beat it. I learned a thing recently I didn't know about, which is that if you beat him on this fight without getting any Pokeballs and then go back and talk to Professor Oak, he gives you unique dialogue and gives you Pokeballs. He's like, how do you not have Pokeballs yet?
Dude, what do you mean unique dialogue? Every single fucking text box in this game is unique dialogue to us. We don't speak Japanese.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, this is a weird playthrough to be testing that out on.
Why? We're gonna die. Why would you do this? That was our free potion. Look at it. It's squandered. Squandered.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
No, he survived.
Is this what Danny feels like playing with Aaron? Is this I get it now. I don't know what he said, but I know it was disrespectful.
Oh yeah, that was all sorts of disrespectful.
That was language my mother would beat him up for hearing.
Oh, and I forget you don't have to talk to this guy, you can just walk right past him.
You just walk past him.
Just
You
walk
want to
past
waste
him.
your time having him tell you in what might as well be ancient Greek?
Are there any Pokemon around here that you really want for the team?
Honestly, no. The only one, Mareep's Gen 2, and that's the only, like, early game Pokemon that I remember needing on my team. Shoot. I'm having a hard time remembering Gen 1 Pokemon.
We got Pidgey, Rattata, I think Nidorans are on that route with Arrival, if I remember right.
I mean, Nidoran male is a solid choice, but I don't think we want to waste our time getting it. I feel like if we run into one while we're training up, solid, let's get it. But that's the only one that I can think of that's actually worth our time.
Okay, I am going to attempt to buy Pokeballs. I'm not going to try to get the free ones from Professor Oak because I don't want to level up dudes right now. I am going to look back to beat the rival in a little bit, but I want to try to buy Pokeballs to get Nidoran.
The Duolingo owl is glaring at us from some metaphysical space right now. I think it's the third one down. I could be wrong.
It's this one. I just looked
Really? Okay. Okay. I have no idea what it actually means and what it actually fuck. I don't speak Japanese.
We got Pokeballs.
Yeah, I tried really hard to learn Japanese for a while because I just really wanted to be able to read untranslated manga. So I tried for a while, and then I learned that kind of a natural barrier to entry, like in America, the age suggestion is kind of just a suggestion on the back of manga. Because it's like, oh, 16 plus, but, you know, we all learn to read around the ages from, like, 6 to 8 to 9, like, depending on your skill level, but you can read basic language from a pretty early age. But with symbol-based languages, like...
I found the male one. It was like 5% encounter,
Wow.
but I got it.
Wow, that fucker's ugly. They really tried to
It's
give
so
it...
bad. It's so spiky looking.
God, they really tried to give it, like, a winged liner, and it didn't work. It's not working for its complexion. Oh my god, that Pokeball is nostalgic.
Hey.
Oh my god, congratulations. That was fucking great. First
Thank
try. But yeah, like, I was gonna finish my thought and just, like, if you don't want anyone under 16 to read this manga, just, like, write it in kanji. Like, now no one under 16 can physically read it.
I know some basic Spanish that I'm really out of touch on, but like El Manzana means tomorrow.
I thought that meant table, but...
no, Manzana means apple.
My god! That's not the first time I've made that mistake either. I think I make that... It's like a running joke at this point because I think that's maybe the third time that I've said, doesn't that mean table?
Oh yeah, I've heard you say that a few times.
Oh God, you're just gonna throw him out to the Caterpie. Oh, I hate
so,
that.
So that one was Leer, so I think this one's Poison Sting. No, Tackle.
I hated everything about that sound effect.
Yeah.
Going back to my fucking house. I'm gonna grow up and become a businessman like Larry.
Oh, dude, Larry's my fucking favorite. I wish he was in this game.
I have to imagine that Larry just was just a regular dude that got really good at Pokemon battling and then was just like, this is too stressful for me, and tried to retire to like a nice office life, and his really extroverted friends keep just dragging him back into increasingly higher stakes situations, and now he's in the fucking Elite Four.
Yeah, he's a gym leader and in the Elite Four at the same time. He's like, I just want to take a nap.
I just want to go to bed. Why are you making me work overtime? No, I appreciate you letting me come on. I appreciate you letting me chat about Pokemon, because this is going to be an experience, y'all. I don't... Nuzlocke, it will not be, but this is going to be something.
Yeah, this, it'll be interesting. I've beaten this game on my own before, but that's an ugly Metapod.
It's the eyes. Everything else looks fine. It's really just the weird, like, he looks like he's got Coraline eyes. That's it. He looks like he's got button eyes.
Have you ever seen the old late night McDonald's mascot guy with like the crescent moon for the head that plays the piano?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the talking moon in the Mighty Boosh, but I hate it more.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks for coming on here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you everybody for listening. Subscribe to the Beandip. Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe
Sure.
to channel.
Jeez.
And subscribe
Guys,
to Kio's Twitch, Kiodiiya. I'm gonna edit it on screen, or I'm gonna look really silly uploading it without it on screen after saying it like 3 times.
Don't worry, there's gonna be a big graphic of both of our channels. It's gonna be so obnoxious. It's gonna be great. No, for real. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you having me on. I'm looking forward to going through this absolute mess of an original game in the I'm interested to see where it all began, because I've heard legends that they were lucky that it hit store shelves, and I'm glad to be experiencing it with you. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Subscribe to Beandip. Subscribe to me, Kiodiiya.
Yeah, and tune in next time. There's gonna be more episodes. It's gonna be like a million years of putting out episodes and of her streaming. It all starts here. It's gonna